Hey, how's it going? How's life? My name is Sophia. Welcome back to my channel. So, for today's video, I thought it would be fun, just a little fun, to do a 200 subscriber Q&A. So, I had you guys ask me a bunch of questions on Twitter, and I'm just gonna be going through and answering them, I guess. Anyone that has a YouTube channel that I mention will be linked down below. Alright, so the first question I see is from Taylor from Made Between the Pages. And she says, what are your biggest reading and non-reading pet peeves? Ooh, so my biggest reading pet peeves, one of them is lack of communication, like in romance. I'm reading a book right now and there's like a lack of communication trope and I freaking hate it because it's like, sis, use your freaking words. I also don't like Mary Sue characters. Like a character just figures out they have powers and like all of a sudden they're the most talented, the most badass, the best of the best, and it's like, are you though? Are you? In real life, in real life, I would have to say repetition. Like if I have to repeat myself over and over and over and over again, I get super annoyed with that. If you could live in any country besides your home country, where would it be and why? If I could live in any country besides my home country, I would probably live in Canada for the healthcare. And then I would probably live in an East Asian country for the food. So like Japan, China, or Korea. Ooh, what book did you read because of Booktube that you wouldn't have picked up otherwise? And for this, I'm going to have to say almost everything you see on my shelves. I've been watching Booktube videos since 2014. So literally everything you see on my shelves are books that I picked up because of Booktube. And then my friend Rue asked, the best thing about Booktube so far? Definitely the friends I've made. It sounds cheesy and it sounds cliche, but I made so many friends on this account and they're very supportive of what I do and I really love that. This actually isn't my first time starting a Booktube channel. This is a long-winded answer, forgive me, but I started a channel back in 2017, but I didn't make any friends within the community and like literally within a month I quit. So this time around, being a part of the community, making friends, it makes my heart happy and it's also motivating to me. Yeah, if it wasn't for the friends I made on Booktube, I probably would have quit a long time ago. What were your favorite books growing up? Oh, when I was a little bitty baby, I remember my dad would buy like all the PBS books. So like he would buy me like Arthur and Clifford the Big Red Dog. I remember really liking Goosebumps. Thought that was the shit. And then Fear Street. Yeah. Which is funny because I don't read horror books now. So fictional character you would want to be your best friend in real life. I would say Trick from Nevernight because he is a supportive, kind-hearted being. Like he's basically a cinnamon roll that could kill you. So, you know? And I feel like he loyal. He a ride or die. So I would have him. What Disney movie are we watching next? Sorry. Any Disney movie you want. I am down for anything. Annabelle from Read and Geek says, congratulations. What is your favorite TV show? Ooh. Right now, it would be The Office. I don't really watch TV like that, but like when I do, I tend to like binge watch everything in one go. So for me, that would either be The Office or Avatar. Who am I? I don't know. Mick says, what trope would you want to happen to you in real life? Ooh. 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 What trope I would want to happen to me in real life? Magic school? Like, I would love to go to a magic school and, like, you know, be the best of the best. What is your favorite magic system? I'm gonna say the 5th season by N.K. Jemisin. They get to control the earth, and I think that's pretty dope. It's also the last book I read, so that's the magic system that's freshest in my mind. What are your favorite things to do outside of reading? Listen to music. Like, literally, that is all I do. I spend all of my time just locked away in my room, just listening to music and reading books and eating. I also enjoy having conference calls with my friends Savannah and Hunter. Speaking of Savannah, she asked, if you couldn't read fantasy genre ever again, horrific, I know, which genre would you turn to? And this is a painful question. It's a painful question because I don't know what genres I like. Science fiction, because I feel like that's the closest I could get to fantasy. Okay, so my friend Tammy from Tammy Tries to Read asks, why are you literally the best? Stop. Oh my gosh. No. Why are you the best? And then, which character do you feel best represents you? Oh, you guys are asking a lot of tough questions today. So, well, I would say Nona from Red Sister. Because she really loves her friends. She's very loyal to her friends, and that is a trait that I think that I have. Like, I love and adore my friends. I would literally do anything for them. So yeah. What is your favorite and least favorite trope? The Mary Sue trope I said before. My favorite trope. Ooh, my favorite trope has to be the underdog trope. Ooh, I love a good underdog story. Like, I need more of those in my life. What is your What is your favorite BTS song? It depends on my mood. So, all of these hard questions. But it depends on my mood. When I'm feeling hyped and I'm just like, yeah, fuck the system, I'm gonna say tear. I take back tear. Chelsea Zhao, I think is how you pronounce it. But Chelsea asked, what is something interesting, surprising about you that you haven't talked about yet on your channel? Something surprising about me? I'm bilingual, I guess is something surprising. So just a little bit. If you could talk to yourself before you started Booktube, what would you say? Sis, don't compare yourself to others. You're freaking awesome. It's okay to be awkward because everybody's first videos aren't the best. And not a lot of people can start a channel, or if they start a channel, not everybody can continue on with their channel. So be proud of yourself. You're dope. I'm so corny. Sasha asked, what's your favorite food? Anything my mom cooks. Is that a good answer? If you could be any animal, what would you be? Probably a bird, so I could fly. What book inspired you the most? This is gonna sound weird. I'm gonna say one book that really inspired me was the original trilogy of the Mortal Instruments, so City of Bone, Ashes, and Glass. I read those books in high school when I was going through it, and they just made me really happy. And those books also made me want to become a writer because I was so obsessed with the world, and I needed to get all of the information about that world. So I would say those books inspire me the most. So my Reese wanted to get deep, y'all. She says, what's the most significant thing you've grown on internally in the past 5 years? Um, for me, it's being self-aware. I feel like that's the most important thing that anybody can have. I'm always trying to grow. I'm always trying to better myself. I'm always trying to call myself out on my own bullshit, if you will. What are you working on now, and how long do you think it will take you to reach your goal? Ooh. Constantly working on trying to be a decent human being. I think that's going to be a lifelong process. Another thing I'm working on definitely is becoming a writer. That's another thing I'm working on. I would love to publish a novel. So writing more consistently, because literally I will write 1,000 words in one day and I won't write anything for a month. So that's another thing that I'm trying to work on. Oh, this turned into a therapy session. Gwen asked, if you could have any animal in the world and it was ethically okay, what animal would you choose and why? And it can be mythical too. So if it was a regular animal, I would choose a cheetah because, you know, they're the fastest animal. They're like the fastest animal on land. And I remember doing a project on them in the 5th grade. And I don't know, ever since then, I just loved them. Mythical, it would be a dragon. You know? Because like nobody would mess with me if I had a pet dragon. And it could be like my little magical companion. What's the weirdest dream you've ever had? Ooh. Okay, so I am terrified of anything creepy, crawly, and gross. So I had a nightmare once that I was being chased by a giant frog. I could not go to sleep after that. What's your favorite snack? Chocolate. Chocolate. And sunflower seeds. I like to eat sunflower seeds when I'm reading. Nicole asked, where do you see yourself in 5 years? In 5 years, I would like to see myself maybe not a successful writer, but like on a closer path to becoming a writer. I would like to see myself graduated from college with a career that I actually like and that I'm passionate about. How are you doing on your Goodreads goal? I actually passed my Goodreads goal. My Goodreads goal, I believe, was 35 books. And I don't know what it is now. I'll put a picture somewhere. But yeah, I definitely passed it. Your favorite ice cream or dessert? Not cookie dough ice cream. What's it called? Cookies and cream. That's what it's called. Cookies and cream ice cream. I also like the twisty treats. When you go to twisty treats, it's called a swirly or something like that. And so I'll get vanilla, and then I'll get pina colada, and then I'll get pecans. Congrats. What do you have planned next for your channel? I have a series in mind that I want to do. It's like a vlogging style series, but I haven't got the confidence to do it yet for some reason. And plus I'm nervous. I'm nervous about starting the series because I don't want it to suck. So, and like I want people to watch it and engage. So yeah. So next up is Princess from Castle Library asks, okay, so you get to have lunch or dinner with one author. Who and what would you say to them first? Oh, I like this question. For me, I would say I would have lunch with N.K. Jemisin, and then I would ask her how I've only read one book by her and it blew my mind, and like I was impressed to say the least. So I would ask, like, how did you write that? Next question comes from Rocio Reads, and her question is, what made you start your channel and what are you planning to incorporate in the future? I started my channel because I needed people to talk to about books. I love reviewing books. And so on Goodreads for about a year straight, I had been consistently reviewing every single book I read. And so I thought, you know, instead of writing a dissertation every single time I read a book, why not just put it in video format? And I thought it would be easier. It's not, by the way. But yeah, something I want to incorporate more into my channel is reading vlogs. I attempted to do a reading vlog, but I had to scrap it. It wasn't cute. But yeah, I would love to incorporate more reading vlogs, definitely. Alrighty, so if things look a little bit different, it's because my battery died. But yeah, we only have a couple questions left. Alrighty, so Janet asked, what's an underrated book you want everyone to read? Because I get my book recommendations mostly from Booktube, I don't think any of the books I read are underhyped. Like, I think a lot of the books I pick up tend to be overhyped. But if I had to pick one, I would say The Last Magician by Lisa Maxwell. I loved that book. It was the character, the setting, the plot, the intrigue. It had all of that, and it's not really talked about on Booktube or anywhere. I wouldn't recommend the second one though, but the first one was good. Chantel asked, what's your least favorite genre and why? And for me, that's going to be contemporary. If I have to read, I like to read for the escapism. And so for me, that is fantastical worlds with intricate world building and magic systems and mythical creatures and all of that good stuff. That's what I prefer. If I read, I'm not going to want to read a book that takes place like in reality, because I'm already living reality. Like, why would I want to read about regular schmegular people doing regular schmegular things, you know? What's your favorite world setting in a book? Ooh, I would say The Red Sister by Mark Lawrence. Yeah, they have a school setting in it. It's like an assassin nun school setting. Ooh, I love that world. Like, it's kind of grim, kind of dark. Wouldn't want to live in it, but that is my favorite setting that I've read so far this year. So those are all the questions. So feel free to comment your answers down below to any of these questions. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope to see you soon with another video, and I will see you then. Bye.